Hey guys, Papa Pete back again with another pickup video, and it is going to be a special one because I'm going to hit a very special number here today. I think you know what that number is, because I have a whole bunch of Xbox pickups that I made while I was down in Halifax, Nova Scotia recently, as well as a couple other things that 64-Bit for Life picked up for me that, funny that some of them were kind of close at hand. He came home for a visit of the day and found some right here in the house. But anyway, I'll explain that all to you here in a second. Are you ready, Coco? Here we go.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50, you don't have to.
Coco wants to remind you to check out IntellivisionCollector.com for all your Intellivision collecting needs. Whether it's accessories, homebrews, or games from the original 125, check out IntellivisionCollector.com. Alright, before we go any further, of course, we're going to start by highlighting another very special local homebrew. This one is from Gahan Brewery in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. It is their seasonal. This is the perfect season. Nice orange shirt for it, right? Pumpkin Ale. And this is one that I've had before, but never in a can, just on tap, and I loved it on tap. I'll tell you this, I had it at Gahan's restaurant in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Fantastic spot. So you have to have a nice rimmed with pumpkin spice glass for it, although I'm sort of cheating. I don't have a Gahan glass either. Gotta pick one up. I don't know why I don't have one yet, but anyway, here we go. So this is a very typical color for a pumpkin spice. I've had lots of different pumpkin spice beer over the years, and some I really, really like. Some I haven't liked as much. But look at this one. That is a nice looking beer right there. You know, a lot of people don't like flavored beers. I do like different flavored beers. Obviously, you've seen me drink many of them on this channel. But pumpkin is the kind of one that I just don't want to have year-round. But there's something about it during the fall, leading up to Halloween, where a pumpkin beer is just really special. And this one from Gahan Brewery, Gahan Pumpkin Ale, man, I don't know. Yeah, this one is pretty good, let me tell you that. Cheers. Let's get on to the pickups. Alright, so now on to the pickups. So the first thing I mentioned in my intro there was that there was a couple of these games that 64-Bit found for me, which were really close by. And he was home back a month and a half or so ago, and he was going through his room, pulling out some of the stuff, and he found two games tucked away up in his closet that, why they were there, I have no idea, but they were Xbox games I didn't have. So the first one was Transworld Snowboarding. I've never even seen this game before. He brought it downstairs and said, hey, do you need this one? I couldn't believe I've seen it. Not that it's an expensive game, or even that this one's in that great a shape, but it is an Xbox exclusive. I was just really happy to get a game like that, which I'd never even seen before. Manual, disc, the whole thing. The case is cracked, but I can replace the case. That's no problem. But it's so cool that the whole time I've been collecting Xbox games and building my collection, this one's been upstairs, and I didn't even know it. Now the next one, it wasn't just one, he found two games actually, and this one was Pro Fishing Challenge. Talk about obscure titles to find up in there tucked away. This one I don't have the manual, but still, to think that this Xbox exclusive was right upstairs the whole time. Fishing games, right? I've said this before about different fishing games on the Xbox, or any system for that matter. It's really hit or miss. I'm not big on getting fishing games per se, but there's just something interesting and relaxing about them, and I'll have to check this one out just to see what I think. But anyway, considering that it was about like 30 feet away from me, where I'm sitting right now for a year and a half while I was collecting Xbox games, that's pretty cool. So like I said a few minutes ago, I was down in Halifax recently visiting 64-Bit for Life, and one of the places I love to check out every time I get down to Halifax is the Deck Box. A lot of great games there. They got a great selection of different games. I've gotten quite a few different ones there over the years, and this time was no exception. I didn't get as many as I was hoping maybe, but it really was a pretty good series of pickups. So the first one I picked up is a game that I had never seen before. You can see how much I paid for it, because I left the price sticker right on it. It's Room Zoom Race for Impact. Remember, that's Canadian money, so that's pretty good. Racing game. I'm going to tell you I don't know a damn thing about it, which I do all the time. full manual. Disc looks good. Case is in great shape. Just really happy to add any game like that to my collection. And for $10 Canadian, how do you beat that, right? Well, the next one that I got might beat a little bit, and that is TMNT Mutant Melee. I have most of the Turtles games for the Xbox collection, and there's quite a few. I think there's 4 or 5 for the system. But I had never seen this one before. Konami game, and again, $10. This one, manual, disc, looks really good. I mean, Turtle games, they're either arcade fighting games or they're fighting adventure games, you know, so they're all about the same. This one is more of a straight fighting game, but anyway, really happy to add Mutant Melee TMNT to my collection. Finally, because I've seen it a couple times and it wasn't in very good shape at all. And, well, now we have one that we can add in. Last but not least for the deck box, I got the last Harry Potter game that I needed, The Prisoner of Azkaban. I played a couple of the Harry Potter games just briefly. This one, manual. Great disc. There's one I have still where I need the manual. But anyway, it is in this one. And the price on it was really good. Again, it was $10. All three of them were $10 Canadian. And I would expect to pay a little bit more than $10 for this one. So I was really happy to add this. I've got all the other ones. Of course, I got the Sorcerer's Stone, the most expensive one of the bunch, a while back. And overall, man, it's just great additions to the old Xbox collection right there. So while I was down there, 64-bit, and I also went for a little bit of a run thrifting, and I found a few games while I was down there as well. Now, thrifting isn't as great there as it used to be, same as everywhere around North America, really. People are really looking out for games, but I did find a couple great things for my Xbox collection. And the first one I got was a beautiful Platinum Hits version of the Chronicles of Riddick. Really fantastic shape. I see this game all the time, but it's usually all beat to crap. This has got both manuals, French and English. Got the disc in there, and the case itself. Finding these Platinum Hits gray cases, sometimes is really challenging to be in good condition. I've heard fantastic things about this game. I got to play a little bit more. I've tried it just briefly, but still. Here's one for the Platinum Hits collection. So when I finally get this regular library collection taken care of, I'm going to really concentrate on the Platinum Hits collection and get it finished as well. But here's one I won't need. Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. Beautiful. Now the next game I found is sort of infamous because AVGN actually did an episode on it, so you know it's a great game if the Angry Video Game Nerd's done an episode on it, right? And that is Drake of the 99 Dragons. And I found this game at a very familiar spot. I found it at Lost World in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, and got it from my buddy Rick. I haven't seen Rick in a long time, and it was great to be out trolling around, doing some thrifting, and have the chance to stop in. It's been really hard on all these stores during the pandemic, and it's the first time I'd managed to get to the store in a long time. And I was really happy to find Drake and the 99 Dragons while I was there. And I don't know if I want to play this game or not. I just enjoy watching the AVGN episode on it. I'll put a link to that down at the bottom, actually, because if you haven't seen the AVGN episode about Drake of the 99 Dragons, you really should watch it. A lot of fun. Anyway, great addition. Another hole filled in the Xbox collection. A pretty magical number, too, but not the most magical. That one's coming next. Now, the next number for my Xbox collection is a pretty magical number, right? So it should be a special game. Well, this is a game, actually, that 64-bit found for me. One day, I was here at home, and he called me up and said, "You need this one? It's a really good deal." And I said, "Absolutely, I want it." So this is number 700. I can't believe that I finally got 700 games, and it is Urban Chaos Riot Response. Doesn't have the manual, but that's okay. I don't mind that. I'll find the manual for it somewhere. But this is not a real easy game to find for the Xbox, to tell you the truth. And for it to be the 700th in my collection, I never dreamed 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago. I can remember it was actually Too Many Games weekend, and I'm recording this at the same weekend of Too Many Games 2021, which of course is October this year. Normally it's in June. So it was just over 3 years ago when I really decided to start trying to collect the Xbox library. And I had watched that episode by RGT, damn you RGT, where it talked about the Xbox games that you needed to add to your collection right then and there because they're going to go up in price very soon. And I started collecting then, and here we are a little bit over 3 years later. And this is number 700 in my collection. Urban Chaos, Riot Response. I don't know a whole lot about this game, frankly. It's just it's a combat fighting game where you're a police officer trying to take back your city from the gang. So obviously it's fighting and stealth and gunplay and all kinds of fun stuff like that. But what makes it most special to me is that it's number 700, found for me by my kid down in Halifax. And just really happy to have this game as number 700 and have my kid down there looking for games for me. But you know what?
What?
There's also something else he found me that exact same day, and I'm going to show you what it is right now, and it's even more special. I didn't even actually dream, never even considered having one, but he found this. Whoa, hold it up right side up. It's a Neo Geo Pocket Color, and he said, I found it in the box. It was in really good shape. There's no inserts in the box and stuff, but the game itself is in beautiful condition, as you can see. And it even has a copy of, I can't even read it, Baseball Stars with it. So how do you beat that? Fantastic. So happy to add a Neo Geo Pocket to my handheld collection. I never dreamed I'd have one, and I'm going to pick up a few games for it. But anyway, thanks a lot, 64-bit. I really appreciate it. And I don't know. It's just something you'd never know what you're going to add to your collection. Well, guys, that's it for today's pickup video. Coco managed to sleep through the whole thing, if you can imagine, right? Isn't that amazing? Perfect seasonal beer, pumpkin spice from Gahan, great for the fall. Neo Geo Pocket Color, what a great addition. Not to mention, fantastic games for my Xbox collection, and number 700 overall. So happy. Well, thanks a lot for spending a little bit of time with me today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time when I get some more pickups, because I still have more Xbox games to go.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50.
I'm 64-bit for life, and you're watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
What the hell?